my husband, 38 male, and I, 38 female, had a conversation about a life and death situation during pregnancy. He called me selfish for wanting to live. Am I wrong?
No. What?
That's crazy. He would pick the baby. I feel like
Yep.
Nancy and I have had this conversation, and it's just like, we'll
It's
just
such an
make another
easy
baby.
question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll just.
I will
I
choose
mean,
my 100 fucking
1,000%.
% of the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. You kidding me?
Not even a thought.
No
yeah.
hezzy, bro. I'm like, no, fuck that. My wife, all day.
I don't know that baby.
Yeah, fuck them
Could
kids,
be
bro.
a dick.
My God. I mean, part of me is like, that's a conversation you have before you get married, but also it seems like a no-brainer.
It shouldn't have to be a conversation. It should just be expected.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Automatic,
Yeah.
bro. Come on now.
Like,
Yeah.
otherwise you're just admitting to your partner that you think they're just a baby maker and nothing more, and you can replace them.
This is like some fucking House of Dragon shit, bro. And Viserys
Yeah,
was
bro.
like, you know what? Wife.
Spoilers.
Bro, it's been out. I don't give a fuck.
Damn.
That was season 1 too, I think. So shit.
Yeah, you're right, I think. All right, let's hop into this one. I think it'll be a pretty cut and dry one, as Sean likes to say.
Coined it. I made that.
All right, so my husband and I were discussing hypothetical situations related to pregnancy and women's health. I asked him if there was a life or death situation during childbirth, and he had to choose between me and our unborn child. Who would he choose? Without hesitation,
That's wild. No hezzy is wild.
he said he would choose the child. Then he asked, wouldn't you? I told him I would want to be chosen to live. His response was to call me selfish for saying that. This has left me feeling conflicted. Is it wrong to want to prioritize my own health in that situation?
Wikimaniacs in the comments, if we're all off base here, let us know in the
I
comments. I
can't
would be
imagine.
interested in hearing why anybody would choose the baby.
Based on what Reddit seemed, which, I mean, spoilers, they said not the asshole. Which,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
and how would you feel in my position was OP's last comment there.
That's wild.
There is a
I mean, I
slight
think we
update
said
at the end.
all we said.
Yeah.
I would prior to the update, I would leave. Because what if in a medical situation where someone have to make that decision?
Yes.
I'd be scared. I wouldn't trust my partner.
And like I said, Reddit said not the asshole. Weird syllabub 1054 said not the asshole. I had an ectopic pregnancy and was not properly processing all the information given to me by the doctor. I was asking about the medication that can be given, and my now husband, who wanted a kid more than anything, just looked at me and told me firmly but kindly that I had to have the surgery and he wasn't risking losing me. We had been together 7 months at that point. Your husband is being selfish and putting his own wants before your life. So that's someone who's actively been in a similar situation. And the husband was
I
like,
I just don't know
nah.
how anybody would be comfortable with being like, yeah, my partner's got to go. What? What?
I feel
Absolutely what?
I feel there's a Venn diagram of pro-lifers and people that would do that. And it's a very big overlap.
Mhm.
That's so crazy.
So on to the update. They say, I didn't realize this could blow up and I'm feeling overwhelmed, but also grateful for each and every one taking the time and writing their thoughts and feelings on the matter. Just to be clear, I am not currently pregnant, but my husband and I are open to having children. The only reason why we had this conversation in the first place is because of my age, and there is a possibility for complications. I couldn't really get into any more details for privacy reasons. Knowing this matter will also be brought up in marriage counseling is hopes to gain more clarity in what transpired. Again, thank you for everyone from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah.
I'd be scared to have a pregnancy.
Yeah, I was about to say, I would not.
I
would probably just adopt, right?
I don't know
If you really want kids.
I would draw something up like legally and say that, hey, in an event that I do get pregnant and this happens, I'll give it to a doctor or however those works, power of attorney, whatever. Say
Yeah.
like, hey, legally, I want to be saved.
There is a word for that, where it's basically like the doctor has to like listen to what you've written down, no matter what happens in the delivery room. So if you're like, save me no matter what, they will do that, no matter what the husband's saying. I just couldn't be with someone that
No. Because
valued.
you're disposable. And the way I see it, it's just like you're a body bag. And
Yeah.
all you do is you're just a baby carrier at this point.
That's exactly it. And I just couldn't be with someone that thought of me as just an object or like second to something else.
A vessel is probably a
yeah.
good word for that.
So I don't know. I
think no hesitation is wild.
It's crazy.
Hesitation's crazy.
It's crazy.
Just, and then the wouldn't you?
Yeah. And then calling her selfish for choosing herself.
Like slap the shit out of that motherfucker.
What do you
I'm
mean?
trying to think of like scenarios where like if it were me or a kid, would I ever want? Only if the kid is like
alive.
Yeah, alive. You know what I mean? Like,
Man,
if this is like a 2-year-old, I'll be like, all right,
they'd have a better chance of like saving themselves, and then the kid's probably more like vulnerable. You know?
Yes.
That part I can understand, but an unborn child.
I mean, bro. I guess if you're, and this is where just like, and all of us agree, like, where pro-lifers aren't really pro-life most of the time, where they're just like, I don't know. It's a weird hill to die on, to be like, these babies got to live so we can not give a shit about them.
So we can starve them in school and
just immediately not give a shit about those kids.
Mm-hmm.
It's just weird. It's weird. It's strange.
It is weird.
Get therapy.